Back to Washington now, where Republican leaders have condemned Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's latest controversial comments, but have stopped short of taking action. It centers on remarks the Georgia lawmaker made comparing mask mandates and vaccines to Jewish discrimination during the Holocaust. Kris Van Cleave is on Capitol Hill. Kris, what has the reaction been like in Washington?
Well, Anne-Marie, there's bipartisan agreement that the rhetoric coming from Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is wrong, but that is not stopping her. In fact, just hours after being condemned by Republican leaders here on the Hill, she doubled down. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene made this comparison on a podcast, lashing out against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's decision requiring lawmakers to wear masks on the House floor.
We can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany.
Greene followed up Tuesday with a tweet saying vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo, just like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. It prompted Republican rebukes.
This is one of the frequent outbursts that are absolutely outrageous and reprehensible.
I think we should kick her out of the conference, prevent her from, coming to conference meetings, benefiting from conference materials.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy called her comments appalling, but there was no talk of consequences. Brendan Buck worked for two Republican House speakers and says leadership has few tools left.
Frankly, saying things like this right now continues to be rewarded in media attention, in fundraising, in having people talk about them. That's what they're searching for.
Greene is blaming Democrats for the outcry, writing, "I'm sorry some of my words make people uncomfortable, but this is what the American left is all about." Chuck Schumer is the first Jewish Senate Majority Leader.
These are sickening, reprehensible comments, and she should stop this vile language immediately.
At least one member of the House, a Democrat, wants to seek basically expel Congresswoman Greene from Congress. Another would like to seek a censure resolution. Unclear if either of those will be allowed to go to the House floor for a vote. Democrats earlier this year were able to force a vote that stripped Greene of her committee membership. That was based on past comments she had made that were deemed highly offensive. As for Greene, she uses the controversy to fundraise, and she's bringing in millions of dollars, so there's really no incentive for her to tone it down. Anne-Marie?
That is exactly what I was thinking, Kris. It's not like she's not used to criticism or to finger wagging, being condemned verbally, but she's ridden that wave all the way into a job on Capitol Hill. So without any sort of bite to those words, there's no reason for her to stop this behavior. She's being rewarded for it. What does the lack of swift action by congressional leaders just say about the Republican Party or about Republican leadership? The fellow that you spoke to in your story said that they don't have a lot of tools. They have some. They could do something.
Sure. Republicans could do something. The truth is that as a member of Congress, once you have a platform and are able to fundraise and able to generate your own attention, there is little that your leadership can do. She doesn't need Republican leaders to mount a campaign to get reelected, particularly in her district that is, a very Republican district, and so far has supported her. What you can do, you've already removed her from her committees. You could, as you heard Adam Kinzinger suggest, block her from the Republican caucus. But short of the Republicans deciding to run a challenger against her in a primary, there's not a lot that they can do. And, it's very rare that you see a party run somebody against one of their own in a primary. You think maybe back to Steve King, the last time the Republicans were forced with a choice like that. There just aren't a lot of tools. And, when she's already got a platform, it makes for a very messy internal fight. And, Kevin McCarthy has been trying for months as the Republican minority leader to get the focus on the Biden administration and not fighting inside the Republican Party. And so going after Marjorie Taylor Greene would just further bring back the conversation to how divided the Republican Party is in the House. And so there are not great options if you're the leader, Kevin McCarthy, because there's no guarantee that you would bring about, sort of toning down the rhetoric anyway. In fact, you may just encourage her to be more outlandish.
Completely. You mentioned she's got a platform. She also has the support of another very influential person within the Republican Party, the former President Trump. So I want to ask you about something else before I let you go. Totally different story. Some news on Capitol Hill that Republicans are planning to unveil a new counteroffer on the infrastructure proposal. Got any details for us?
Sure. We know from Senator Roger Wicker that Republicans are looking at about $1 trillion counteroffer. It will be a little bit less than $1 trillion, but that's certainly a lot higher than where they were at, nearly $600 million. The Biden administration came back with something south of $2 trillion. So this would certainly move the ball closer to where the Biden administration is. It would be paid for mostly by repurposing COVID funds that have already been appropriated. It will not address some of the tax changes that the Biden administration has been looking for. And, we expect this to be sort of a hard infrastructure bill, roads, bridges, airports, seaports, drinking water, broadband, things that there's general agreement fall into the traditional or a more traditional definition of infrastructure. Republicans see some of the things in the Biden proposal as being completely unrelated to infrastructure. And so this bill will likely, this proposal, I should say, will likely focus on much harder infrastructure projects, at something that at least these Republicans think they can get enough votes to move through. We heard from Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia, yesterday, complimenting the Republicans on, they made a good effort here, but he seemed to think that it was going to fall short. Now there's talk of another group of bipartisan senators that are maybe talking about an infrastructure plan. So we'll just have to see what the administration says. But you're still hundreds of millions of dollars apart, even if the Republicans do come in at $800 or $900 billion.
I guess I'll just take the fact that they're still talking as a positive. Kris, thank you so much.
Sure thing.